The prevailing narrative is that California entered the Union as a free state and that Jim Crow and racism never existed here. But a year-long examination that included expert testimony and history records by the California Reparations Task Force exposed that narrative as a myth.
Those dominant narratives have been pretty much altogether dispelled, right? We learned very early on in the process that California did have slavery in the state. We've learned early on in the process that Jim Crow did exist in California.
Moore says that reality didn't just impact African Americans in the past. Its devastating consequences continue into the present day through laws, policies, and institutions. The task force calls them badges of slavery, and Moore says they pervade every sector of civil society.
We outlined, racial terror, separate and unequal education, political disenfranchisement, housing segregation, racism in environment and infrastructure, the pathologizing of the Black family, control over creative, cultural, and intellectual life, stolen labor and hindered opportunity, an unjust legal system, mental and physical harm and neglect, and then lastly, the wealth gap.
The report outlines numerous recommendations to help repair slavery's damage and the lingering effects on Black Americans. Proposals include free health care and interest-free home loans. The task force is also proposing that California create an agency to support genealogical research to help people confirm their eligibility for reparations. To qualify, a person must be a descendant of an enslaved Black person or of a free Black person living in the U.S. before the end of the 19th century. Dr. Evelyn McDowell, whose testimony led to some of the proposals around eligibility, says genealogical research is also key to true self-knowledge.
It is extremely important for yourself, for your own self-love, to know who you are and where you came from so you can identify how you fit in the history of this country. So I just think it's a good thing for us individually to do. It's a good thing for our country to do. How are we ever going to heal from this history of slavery?
Economists say any meaningful healing must include a commitment by the federal government to fix the nationwide wealth gap at an estimated cost of $14 trillion. And that's not all. In addition, they estimate the debt owed for the stolen labor through the enslavement of Black people alone is a little over $6 quadrillion. Jade Hindmon, KPBS News.